You know, they always talk about high school like it's a bad place. So what I did was, ever since she told me that, and ever since I've been watching TV, I developed this mean face. It's to protect myself. So if anybody was to come to me, nobody would want to bother me. You know what I'm saying? So from there, since you know the gym was downstairs, I used to work out like every day. Hey, what's going on YouTube? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Jackie, by the way. If you guys didn't know, subscribe to my YouTube channel, like, share, comment what you guys see. Now today I feel like a little Harry Potter-ish, if you guys can see. I feel like a little Gryffindor in me. So I got my little Harry Potter shirt. And my Harry Potter scarf. So, I feel like I, should share that for the Harry Potter people that like Harry Potter. Anyway, and I do got Harry Potter fans. I'll be going all out Harry Potter robe. It's a lot. It's too much. We're not going to talk about that. But anyway, today we're doing an updated Q&A. I asked you guys to give me some questions to answer on all my social media platforms, Instagram, Facebook, and Snapchat. You guys came through with some of these questions, so I'm going to answer them for you guys very truthfully and honestly as I can, okay? Let's get to it. All right, y'all, I'm back. Let's go. So let's get into this Q&A. If you do hear noise in my background, I am truly sorry about that. Please don't come for me, please. You might hear my neighbors banging doors and stuff because they got problems. I don't know what's wrong with them. But anyway, let's get into this Q&A. Let's go. So my first question is, what is my zodiac sign? My zodiac sign is just Sagittarius. I am a Sagittarius. If Sagittarius is in the building, please stand up because we hitting hard. Let's go. We're taking over. All right. So my next question is, what is my favorite restaurant? My favorite restaurant is, I would say my favorite restaurant right now is like BBQs. Until I get out and expand a little bit more, then right now is BBQs. Them ribs be hitting home. If you don't know about them ribs, you're doing something wrong. And I'm not going to talk about it. The sauce on them ribs. All right. I'm not going to get into it. I'm not. All right. So the next question is, what made you start YouTube? How did I start YouTube? So basically it's like, I was watching some of my favorite YouTubers and stuff like that. You know, take it into consideration. Maybe I want to start this. This look fun and stuff like that. And so when I really got passionate about it, I went and bought the lighting equipment. I bought my tripod. I bought everything in like the same exact week. Like the same day I bought my tripod, I bought the lighting. I bought everything in the same, week. And then, familiarize myself, behind the camera and stuff like that. And that's how I did it, you know what I'm saying? Then I started hitting out bangers like I'm doing now. So if you want to start a YouTube channel, it really isn't hard. All you got to do is get into it. So yeah, so that's how I started my YouTube channel, watching some other people do it, my favorite YouTubers. And I was like, oh, I can do this too. You know what I'm saying? I can do this too. The next question is, what's my favorite movie? My favorite movie, I would say my favorite movie right now is like Honey. It's old, you know what I'm saying? It's old. Don't come for me. Don't come for me. It's old, but I like Honey. I like a lot of dancing movies because I like to, pop, lock, and drop it. I told you, if you don't know, I was backup dancing for Chris Brown on one of his videos and then one of his concerts. But he don't call me no more. I don't know why he don't call me. Maybe he lost my number and I'm always changing it. That could be the reason. That could be the reason because I stay changing my number. So I used to, hit a little, bust a little moves for Chris, you know what I'm saying, and stuff like that. But yes, my favorite movie right now, I like Honey. I can watch Honey over and over again. The next question is, what was your dream job as a kid? I'm actually doing what I wanted to do. I always wanted to be a teacher, working with kids. That's exactly what I wanted to do, so that's what I do. So I guess I accomplished that because I wanted to do that when I was a kid. All right. So the next question is, since I'm on TikTok, who is your TikTok crush? Y'all nosy. You know what? Y'all nosy. Y'all asking for a little too much. But anyway, his name is Greg, but I'm gonna insert a picture for you guys so you guys can, see him as well. His name is Greg. The next question is, who is my favorite YouTuber? My favorite YouTubers, I would say right now it's Easy X Natalie. Easy and Natalie, they're together. And I like Jazz and Tay. Who else? Sorry about that. You know, it's a hot boy summer. They out here riding motorcycles and stuff out here. What's wrong with them? Stay home. Yeah, so right now it's just Easy X, Natalie, and I would say Jazz and Tay. I actually met Jazz and Tay in person. You know what I'm saying? If you watch some of my video, I actually had them in my video. I met them in person. So yeah, I just need to meet Easy X, Natalie. You know what I'm saying? I need to meet them. I already met Jazz and Tay, so you know, I accomplished one. I just need to get the other group. All right. So yeah, those are my favorite YouTubers. The next one I have here is, what do you prefer, action movies or comedy? I would say I prefer comedy. I like comedy. I like to laugh and stuff like that. I'm not saying I don't bang, like, I don't really like action movies. I don't like action movies like that. You know what I'm saying? It's not intriguing to me. As far as a comedy, I love to laugh. You know what I'm saying? That's my thing. I like to laugh. Okay. The next question is, what is on your traveling bucket list? Where would I like to travel? I definitely want to go to LA. Out of the country, like out into the country. I want to go to Miami. You know, I want to go to Miami. I definitely want to go to LA. I don't really have a bucket list for traveling and stuff like that. I don't really have a bucket list for like traveling. But if it was, I would love to go to LA. Like, I can't get up and go to LA. But I would love to go to LA, and I would love to go to Miami. Maybe like a little bit more places, but I don't really know them right now. I don't really think about it like that. All right, so those are my two right there, Miami and LA, right? The next question is, you know what? You're asking about relationship questions. Y'all doing a little too much. Let me answer this one first. How old were you when you got into your first fight? I would say I was in high school. No, I wasn't in high school. Well, that's on my channel. That's actually on my channel, one of my first fights I got into. I was in like middle school. I would say middle school and stuff like that. Yeah, I told a story on my channel in a story time. But basically, like, somebody had threw food at me, like a piece of bread. And I don't like people throwing food at me, or I don't like, you know, stuff like that. So what I did was, when we got outside, I punched the dude in the face, and then we got into it. And then they had broke us up. And then the whole school, when we went outside for recess, the school got him. Like, the people that was outside, they got him. Not saying that they was my friend, but I think because I was a girl, like, everybody jumped him. Like, he must have thought it was over. And then once they broke us up, like, everybody that was outside, that was watching, they all jumped him. I guess because I was a girl or whatever. Because some of them people I wasn't even friends with, and they just did it. And they were just asking me, you okay? You okay? And I'm fine. Like, nothing happened. You know, he was a bigger dude. He was real tall, man. I will never forget. Shaquille was very tall. And I was, as you can see me, I'm not that tall. So, yeah, I just punched him in his face because he threw bread out. I don't like people throwing stuff at me, you know what I'm saying? So that was my first fight. All right. So the next question is, have you ever cheated in a relationship? No, I have never cheated in a relationship. I don't even condone that. If you cheat, that's it. That's my jaw. You know, I got a lot of jaw. Don't cheat. That's the biggest one I got. But I don't cheat. No, I don't condone it. If you want to go do whatever you want to do, by all means, let me know. We can depart. I don't have a problem with leaving people. Go ahead. Do what you got to do. If you don't feel like, you know, you don't want me no more, by all means, go. I'll let you go. All right. So the next question is, what is a dream date to you? A dream date to me is, like, if I was going out on a date, I am very basic. Like, maybe going out, you know, for, like, to eat at a restaurant and stuff like that. You know, maybe a movie, or, you know, walking around. Because I like to sightsee. So I am, like I said, I'm real basic. I like to sightsee. We go out to eat for dinner. You know, we go, you know, walk 42nd Street or whatever the hell. Wherever hell is to walk, you know, something for me to see and stuff like that. And then, you know, we go spend the night, you know, the rest of the night talking and stuff like that, you know, just seeing our interests and stuff like that. So I'm very basic. I am nothing, it's nothing arousing. Sorry if you was looking for something a whole lot more, like, yeah, I'm not that. And the last question is, why I look so mean, or why am I so mean? First of all, I am not mean. I'm not mean. I might look mean. You got me on that one. You got me on that one. I do look mean. Okay, let me tell you about that. Okay. Because everybody says the same thing. I do be looking mean. But this is how it happened. So, when I was on my way to high school, when I was going to high school, this is what happened. This is why I look mean. And it just, the face just stuck with me. When I was going to high school, I asked my sister, because I would watch shows and, you know, stuff like that. And they portray high school to be like mean and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Pushing people in lockers, giving people swirlies and stuff like that. So I thought it was like that, right? So I asked my sister, since she was going to high school, I said, hey, you know, how was high school and stuff like that? Because I want to get an insight to where I'm going and see if I gotta protect myself. So I was asking, I said, hey, how was high school? She's like, oh, some people, you know, and it's like, I don't know if she was giving me her experience, you know, some people's not always gonna be nice. Everybody's not gonna like you, this, that, and the third. She never gave me the good side. I don't even know if there was a good side, right? So yeah, people not gonna like you and stuff like that, but you know, you just do your work and get your work done and you ain't gotta worry about nobody and stuff like that. So I was listening to her and that's what she told me. You know what I'm saying? So where I was living at, there was a gym downstairs. So there was a weight bench. There was like the things you do sit-ups on and stuff like that. There was like dumbbells and stuff like that, like the things that you lift and stuff like that. Yeah. And then they had like a jump rope. It was a treadmill and stuff like that downstairs in the basement, right? So what I did was, because I heard her story and then I used to watch TVs and stuff like that. So it's like, I guess this is how really high school was. And you know, they always talk about high school like it's a bad place. So what I did was, ever since she told me that and ever since I've been watching TV, I developed this mean face. It's to protect myself. So if anybody was to come to me, nobody would want to bother me. You know what I'm saying? So from there, since, you know, the gym was downstairs, I used to work out like every day, like especially especially on the weight bench. That's what I do. I will lift the weights, you know, to gain the muscles and stuff like that, so I can look brolic. And I look, you know, don't come for me. I just wasn't thinking. It was just to protect myself, okay? So that's what I used to do. I used to go downstairs. It's like, oh yeah, high school's gonna be like this. High school's gonna be like that. You don't gotta be walking back and forth. Oh yeah, you think somebody gonna mess with me? Oh, I got it, right? So what I used to do is like I said, I used to lift weights. I used to do the dumbbells. I used to do the sit-ups, right? But the most thing I used to do was the weight bench, just to lift, you know, to get the muscles, you know, strong enough so I can, you know, have muscles and stuff like that, you know? So, and then I developed the mean face so nobody would really mess with me. So, you know, I would practice in the mirror, like, yeah, yeah, if I make this face, ain't nobody gonna mess with me. So that's how I got the face. That's how I got the mean face. Or I always look like I'm looking mad, or I always, still to this day, people say I look mean or I look mad, right? So that's how I got the face, in case anybody want to know. If you're watching this, that's how I got the face. For me preparing for high school, I developed the face of being mean and me looking brolic so nobody will mess with me. And I think I did a good job. You know, I just gained a little weight. If I was, you know, a little tighter, you probably would see the muscles and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? But that's how I got it. So the crazy thing is, the other day I put like a question on Facebook. I'm gonna insert it so you guys can see. I'm gonna insert it so you guys can see. So the question was, what would you believe first? Like, you know, if anybody told you, what would you believe first? I think that's what the question is. Like I said, I'm gonna insert it. So the first one is, do people know who I'm talking about? If you was on my Facebook, you know what I'm talking about. If you watching, you know what I'm talking about. So the first one is, I look like I got locked up. I look like I'm having a baby. Or I mean, I'm having a baby, or I'm getting married. So the first one is, I look like I got locked up, or I got locked up. Not look like, I got locked up. I'm having a baby, or I'm getting married. That was the three choices. When I put that poll on all my social media social media platforms, do you know everybody picked number one? I look like I got locked up. That really, come on. I know I look mean, and you know, I got my Denzel walk when I hit the streets. But like I said, it's basically to protect myself. Like, even like where I live now, there's a guy that always says, he says it every time he sees me. And especially if I wear black, he says it, but like, oh yeah, Jackie, don't hurt nobody, you know? Or if I'm wearing black, he'd be like, I know you're about to go rob a bank, but you know, don't do no damage or something like that. Like, really? Like, I don't know, because every time he sees me, every time, he'd be like, yeah, Jackie, don't hurt nobody. I know how you can get down, you know? And then when I'm wearing black, it's like, did you just come from robbing a bank or something like that? I'm like, no, I'm not robbing no bank. I don't understand y'all. And then when the other day I went to Manhattan. I was in Manhattan, 42nd Street and stuff like that. It was a dude that was talking to me, of course, because everybody freaking talks to me. I don't freaking know why they talking to me. But it's all the type of people I get. You know what I'm saying? I get all these type of people. It's just, I don't understand. So the guy was talking to me. He was talking about his religion and stuff like that. And then he was telling me about his whole life story. But, I'm listening. That's what I do. And I, that's my job to go, oh yeah, yeah, oh, okay. That's my job. That's what I do. I listen. I might not get everything because it might go one ear and out the other. If you ask me, hey, do you remember what I said? I might not know. I might not know. But the guy was talking to me about his whole life, and he was talking about his religion. Then he started talking about him being locked up and him being in a gang and stuff like that. He's like, and then he's telling me, and I'm listening, like I said, and then he's like, oh, when he was telling me about his jail experience, he's like, oh yeah, don't mean to, be rude, but you like you was locked up. You was locked up. I said, ain't this about a motherfucker? And the same day I put that poll up to see, which one would you believe first? This dude was talking about, oh, don't mean to be rude, but you just came home and you just got locked up. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could relate. You know what I'm saying? Like, I look like I could relate to him being in jail or him being in the gang. I'm like, seriously? Is it really that bad? Anyway, I didn't mean to ramble on about that, but I'm just saying, I just want y'all to get the experience that I got to go through when I hit the streets of New York City. Yeah, so anyway, that's my Q&A, guys. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Subscribe if you haven't. If you haven't, you're doing something wrong.